This one feels like it's more straightforward in the sense that this is really Christian and Matt Hardy, them hating each other, and all these other pieces coming into the puzzle. You got to see a little bit of Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus in this one,
which I'm a huge fan of. I've always been a huge fan of that combo for sure.
Talk about it, man. Talk about this match.
I mean, as you know, I'm a big guy. I like big guys and big moves. And Luchasaurus with that triple suplex and some of his dominance. And I've said it before, if I could be a wrestler, I would want someone like Luchasaurus, because not only is that guy massive, he's strong. He can flip. He can kick. He can, body slam you. He can do it backflip. He can do it all, man. He really can do it all. And his offense is very fun to watch and very convincing. And so his skill set is pretty impressive for a guy like him. I mean, Brian Cage has got stuff like that as well, like in terms of being able to flip and kick and the power. I mean, the power of Brian Cage is unmatched in AEW, but Luchasaurus is a lot of fun to watch. And this was another, match of showing us why Jungle Boy is one of the most exciting young superstars in AEW. I think he got a great showcase, some of the high spots. This match was pretty short and rushed, and it is what it is. It was a fun spot, and it furthered the feud. It was more to storyline and all that as well, which we saw at the end with Blade. But we got those high spots from Jungle Boy. We got some cool things to see Luchasaurus. PNP or PP, excuse me.
Yeah.
Private Party got some good spots in. So I think obviously we all knew who was going to win. And bringing in more people to surround the main feud that you just mentioned, Hardy and Cage, it's good, and it works. It definitely works.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think the thing that I want to emphasize when you look at that, like the young talent that is in this match, when it comes to Jungle Boy, Marquine, Isaiah Cassidy, some real youth there. And then I like that you get a little bit of that blend, Christian with that veteran vibe, and Helico. I would like to see more. I know this one felt like a little rushed, like you said. There was so much going on tonight's show. This one was kind of one of those matches that if it wasn't on the show, people wouldn't be heartbroken, right? But I do think that it was nice in advancing the story, keeping it fresh in our minds.
Right.
Because I do think that if they give this feud some actual time, if you give some of these matchups some actual time, you're going to tell me that you wouldn't want to see Angelico go against Christian, and you wouldn't want to see.
I would love to see that,
right? I mean, you don't want to see Luchasaurus and Jungle Jack Perry going against Private Party. I mean, there's a lot of interesting matchups that could come out of this, and so there's depth there. And so for me, I don't know,
Blade versus Christian, which we're going to see next week, I think will be a nice battle for sure.
Christian being one of those consummate pros that you can always count on to have a fluid, intelligent match, a match that is going to tell a story and engage the fans. And I think what we've talked about this AEW with Butch Hurt, they're allowing Blade to try to get some of that singles shine, and why not? This dude is absolutely shredded. Great gimmick. He's got the bunny by his side. He's got a great killer assassin gimmick. In the landscape of AEW where you have so many goofballs and over the with the Elite being just like the danglies and just over the top entrances, you have these bigger than life personalities all over the show. To have a no-nonsense killer like the Blade, a guy who's just out there to be a mercenary to hurt people, I think that there's people can get behind that. I think that there's a fan base that could really start to appreciate what Blade can do in the ring. And if you throw him in there with Christian, those two are gonna go. They're gonna go at it, and I think that one's going to be
workhorse match.
Exactly, one of those workhorse matches.
There's a lot of storms coming my way, so
I was just emphasizing. It's gonna be one of those workhorse matches. That's exactly it. SPD. We got to see a little bit of the workhorses earlier on in the show with Santana and Dax. Mm-hmm. I do think that next week we're going to get another example of workhorses just going at each other. Christian and the Blade. That's going to be interesting. And I think it could be a little bit more physical than people think.